yeah. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am.
Good day. Welcome to African Youth Invention, the AYI Training Center. I'm Emery Lukombo. I will be discussing about Microsoft Word 2019. This video will also cover the IT Level 3 word processor module. The entire video, from video 1 to 6, will cover the practical level of these all four unit number. And this is the video 1. We'll cover class 1 as well, cover some of the unit number 11, 7, 9, 24, which is level 2. What is a Microsoft Office Word? A Microsoft Office Word is a graphic program that the user can type, edit, and formatting different type of text. What is a word processor? A word processor is a device or a computer program that provides for input, editing, formatting, and output of text, mostly with some additional feature like image and shape and another more editing. There are several types of programs that you can find for word processor. So on this video, we will focus more on Microsoft Word 2019, and then Microsoft Word have different versions. You'll find 2010, 2013, 2016. So, but we'll focus more on 2019. But you can still use this version. Most of them are similar. The only difference is that on the version 2019, you have more command compared to the old one. These are some of other programs that you can use in order for you to do unit number of this module. So you can format document, you can create merge document, you can review and create document, you can enhance a document through the use of a table and columns. So you can choose any program among here. Example, I'm going to show you one of the programs that I'm going to go online. Let's say like Google Doc. Okay, so if you go to Google online, let's say you go online, so what you do, you just type Google Doc, and then you'll have this, and then go to Google Doc free. From here, you can choose start with Google. So you come here and say to go to Google Doc, and you can choose a blank or some resume like template. These are different templates for letter, and start typing information. And once you finish, like if I select the blank here, then I can start typing, creating my document. Let's say I'm typing any word here. And so once I finish, I can go to file and then save it and then maybe print it. But in these videos, we focus more on Microsoft Word 2019. So on this first video, I will introduce you how to open a program, and this is mostly as for a beginner. So for anyone with experience, you can jump to video 2, which is going to be much advanced. Where do you need Word? Now, so you need a word processor skill, mostly if you're working in different jobs, like if you want to work as a court reporter, a legal and administrative assistant, secretary reception, data entry, author, technician, writer, graphic designer, student, assistant, a journalist. Now, if you want to work on these skills, or you're going to work in any places, mostly you will need a word processor skill. So definitely anyone who use computer must have at least a skill for word processing, because you will always write something somewhere as a reference to keep your information or document. This particular job that written are mostly the job that need a word processing skill. So we discuss about tab, and then a small project to cover this video 1 to have a day of word processor. So in order for you to open a Microsoft Word, you will look for a icon of Word on your desktop. Or you can also have Office 365, which is the online versions. So once you go here, you can open it, and then you're going to create an account for 365. So this is the price. You can buy this, or you can start with a free one, which is you must create an account, but it's not going to allow for other options. So you need to buy, or otherwise you must have a Microsoft Office Word installed in your program, which is mostly you're going to find icon on your desktop. If you don't find it, if you're using Windows or Macintosh, so you can go to search. So you will come here and then look for Word here, or you can go to search. So when you come to search here, you come here to search and then tap Word. Automatically the Microsoft Word will appear. So you select this and open it. Now, whenever you open Microsoft Word, so what you see first is called Home. So the first thing you view here, what you view on top here is the name of the document you open, and then the sign in, send a smile, and then send a complaint, a help, minimize, maximize or restore, or close the document. So you can minimize the document, and then you can maximize. And what you view, all of these are the recent document that I was using in Microsoft Word program. So if you come here, you can see there's a template that I've been using. So what you do, go to New in order for you to create a new document, or go to Open in order for you to open any existing document. So by Open, you can go open any recent document, like say I was using this document, and then I can store it, open it back without going looking for it. Or you can go to OneDrive, which is a place that you must create an account in Microsoft Corporation as like your online storage. So you can save the information there for double safety, because sometimes your computer can crash. So having an account online like your Google Drive in your Gmail, which is more popular, so you can save the information in here. So this is where you can save it. You can go open document to save there, or from your disk PC, which is in your computer, on your C drive, or from any other places, like for OneDrive, as I discussed first, or from OneDrive for business. Let's say you work in the company, you can link to the OneDrive for the company and bring a document in. And then you can also browse the same thing and choose a place, like on your document, everything opening. So I'm gonna go back to New. So to New, you got two options here. You can either start a document from a new document, or you can start any existing template. This is a template which is a default already here, come with the Microsoft Word when you open a Word. But some other template, you need to make sure you're connected internet. So you must check your connection. If you're connected, then what you do, you can come here by search and search any specific template that you want. Let's say, in example, I want to design a CV. So I can tap CV. Once I tap a CV, and this is the purpose that they're giving me, because it's going online and search for more CV. So you get any existing document that's existing and choose one of them that impress you. Like in the case, let's say I choose this one here, then select it, and then when you come here and then create. Now you will see here everything is done by a designer. All you need to do is to replace the word by your word. Like I can come here, select here and tap my name, which is Emery Lukombo. I can tap title, what job I'm looking for, and the company I'm applying, the address, everything you read. Now, this is a template, but because you are learning from scratch, from A to Z, so it's mostly if you to shorten time. So what you do, you need to go, whenever you open any document in Microsoft Word, this is what you view on top here are called tabs. Now you need to look at in the corner here, and then you see the first tab is called a file. Select file, and the file will take you back what you call backstage. Now the backstage is the first place that you view whenever you open a program in the beginning, as shown in the beginning when you come to home. Now from backstage, you will see there's an extra new option that appear which was not displayed when I did opening. Now we will go step by step to understand what the purpose of these options. Firstly, I'm gonna go back to new. Once new, the first time when you come to new, would you choose a template? It's a blank, so mostly you're gonna use a blank document. So select the blank document, and then you see everything, it's blank. Now this is what you call your workplace. So this is your document. And then you will see everything when you open, you will see on top here, it's written document 3, because I did open document, the title of the page that I opened or document. Now in Microsoft Word, you currently creating document, different type of document. Now in order for you to avoid to have this written, you need to save your document and give it a name, because this is a default name. So go to file and then come here, you will see save. If you select save, you will see the same option that you view when you did once you want to go open as discussed and open. You're gonna go open any recent, but now on this case here, you are saving. So you will choose, are you gonna save on OneDrive online because you go to storage, or you're gonna save in this PC or different places or browse. Now mostly this PC and browse are mostly play the same role. Sometimes here you can view the place that the folder that you created. So what I'll do now here, I'm gonna go browse and I'm gonna go look for my document and I'll give it a name, class 1. Once I say save, you will see this name on top change. It's come class 1 because you got a new name. The first one was a default. So I'm gonna go back to file. From the file, I will explain these options. As I said in the beginning, this first video will be more about theory to give you a clue of the program. Then on the next videos, we will focus more, we will discuss about some tape as well as practical. So what is info? The info, it's one of the options that allowed you when like you can upload, like this is an option, you can upload information on your OneDrive, you can share via email to your friend, you can copy the part, you can open the folder location. But now the most important here to take note is this one here. The first one you view, it's called protect document. So what you can do, you can protect your document that people can open it. If I come here, I select here, I will choose, I got different protection. So it's up to you to choose which protection you want to use. I may use always open read only. So, which means if I apply this option, anyone can open this document, but it's not good, only going to be able to read. Encrypt with password, mostly if I apply this document, anyone will open this document but must put a password. And restrict editing. So this one, anyone can open it, but they can't edit. In order for them to edit the document, they must put a password. And then they restrict access. This is, I will not give people access, except if they can do nothing, except if they got access. And you can also put a discharge signal, and you can put a mark funnel. Now I will try one, you can see the protocol. So I will select this one, and then I will give it Bob, and I will say okay. And I say Bob. So what I did choose, I chose a protection. So which means in order for you to open this document, you must put a password which is a Bob. If I say okay, it's apply. Now if I close here, everything's closed. I'm gonna go to my file explorer, and then I'm gonna go to my document, and then I'll open class. But it's not going to open except if I put a password. So I must type password is Bob. I will tap Bob, and then I say OK. Then you see the class 1 is open. Now the same thing, if let's say I close, as this is an existing document, I can go to File, Open, and then I'll open class 1 by a recent document, or go look for where I save it. So I'll open by recent document, but I must still put the password, which is Bob, and then it's open because why? I encrypt it. Now that is the benefit of encrypted password. So I can go back to File and go back to Info, and that is the first group. It's a encrypt or make a password, everything. The second group, now you can inspect your document. Whatever you tap information, you can inspect and check the spelling, check the accessibility, or check the compatibility. So what I'll do now here, I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna use the other document I have here, which is a Word, like this one here. So I will use this one here, and I'm gonna go to File, I'm gonna go to Info, and I'm gonna go to check, I will say inspect this document. Now it's gonna give me inspection, what you found wrong, or common revision, or it's gonna ask me what you want. So this is the question. You will say, what do you want the program to inspect for you? Inspect this mistake or this, or if you don't want like a hidden text, you can remove it. You stick it and it say inspect, and then it's gonna check for you. Like now here, it found one mistake. So I can go back to my document. If I close here, and I can go to my document, backstage, and then go fix what the system found as a mistake. And then the other thing by Info, under inspect, if I come here, it's a check accessibility. Mostly you want to make sure that people can read this properly. You can see here it says everything's perfect. So I'll close here. I will show you something. I'll highlight and I'll put a background of dark. And then I'm gonna go back to File. I'm gonna go back to Info, and I will say go to Inspect, and I say check accessibility. You will see it's not completely say hard to read. Why? Because my background people can't read here. So it found a mistake. So what I can do now here, I need to come here and then fix it. So when I say no, I remove that background, and then you say correct everything, it's accessibility. People can read your document, it's perfect. So I'll say I'm happy, and then I'm gonna go to File and then Save. A change that to what I make now here. So I'm gonna go back to File again and go to Info. Now the last option by check, it's check compatibility. Now the compatibility is what it does. It's trying to check if your Microsoft Word document can open to any version of Microsoft document, because remember, when I discussed in the beginning, I said that here, on if I go back to my PowerPoint here, I said that you got different version. You got 2019, 2010, 2013. You also have 2007, and also the old one 1998. So which means whatever opened in 2019 will not open easily to the old version. But any document I did in the old version will open to the new version. Because I'm using the latest version, I need to make sure that if I'm going to send this document to a lecturer or to someone, to make sure whatever place is going, it must be open. So this will help me to make sure to say, please make sure this document must open to the old version, 2018. Like here, I can say, no, don't open to the old one, just open to Word 27 and 2010. So now this is a benefit of making sure. So if I send this document to someone, whatever, if they're using the old version, it's going to open in their computer. But if I remove this one and then come here and remove this one and say, okay, which means if they have 2007 Microsoft Word, this document will not open there. It's not so faulty. So I need to make sure to say, please, any Microsoft Word they're using the old version, open there. And I say, okay. And that's a benefit of checking. I go back to Info to checking the compatibility. Now that's the last one. Now the last one, it's the manage recovery. So in the case I'm working, the computer go off, I can come back here and say recover and save document. And that's the benefit of recovering. Now that was Info. I discussed about save. And save as, it's just the same like save, but the difference is that it allowed me to save the document with different version. Like I can go choose a place to save it. I can save it in OneDrive. I can save it to this PC, choose a place here or on browser. Like I come here, I can go back to my document or to download any places now here. But when I come here, I look at the benefits for save as. I can save the same document with different names, but it's still the same document like the old one. I can also save this document with other version. Like I can save it as a macro enable document, the old Microsoft Word 2019, or I can save it as a PDF file, which is mostly the purpose of using save as. Now you may confusing why must you save a PDF file. The PDF stands for portable document and file. It means something you can send safely. So if mostly, once you do a CV, a document, if you want to send to some people, always save it as a PDF file for safety, because the Microsoft Word, sometimes I can send this document from Microsoft to someone, and when it arrives to the person, this thing it's not like I did set maybe my margin, maybe like here I did set maybe 20 here, it's gonna mess up and it swap and it can lose the quality. So because why? The word processor programs are only done for word processing, just to make a document. But for sending, it's not a good program, send a program. Now, if you come here, this is format, but save as adopt. It's going to save straight as a PDF file, adopt. And print, you can print. Now, I'm going to discuss about print on the other videos, where we would do a portable, which I need to explain because I must save different document. So I can show what. So on next video, we'll discuss about printing. So I will jump it. On share, You can share a document, like if I come here, I can share via email. If I set email here, and then I go to send as email, and then you can attach this and then send it as email to someone. But you must make sure you got internet. Like here, you can see here, type the email of where I want to send and then send. You can share as a send a presentation online. You can also do, but mostly the PowerPoint will be a nice one for this option. Export the same thing as you export. You can export as a PDF file as different format, like the same thing like a save as. Close, I can close the program. Now this is the option that you have at the backstage. Now on the bottom here, there's a three option. The first one is account. Now this is where you check your Microsoft Word if it's got a product. So you need to make sure you go to account and check here. If this is say inactivated, if it says not activate, so you will not be able to work. You will see like this, but some of this will be blank because you need to pay money, you need to have a license, or use the Office 365 online. And then you can also change the color of your background from here. If I come here, I can put this dark gray, and then my program change to dark gray. I go to File, Backstage, I go to Account, and then I'll come here and I'll put black, and then everything is black. I can go to File, and I go to my account, and I go to File, I put the white, everything is white, and I go to File, and then I go to Account, but I'll put back the cloud fall because this is the mostly easy one. This is that sign in Office to OneDrive from here. You got the link here, and then this is a feedback. This is the same thing I discussed for the beginning. If you are happy for everything or company does, you can come here and say for you put a comment here. Happy for all improvement engineers did on Microsoft Office 2019, and then submit. You can also include a screenshot, which is you can get a picture for what you're explaining, what you were discussing here, and then submit it. If you see something wrong, you come here and send a complaint. Now you say no, you get and you attach anything or you include a screen thing, and then you put a comment to say this is what I found bad on Microsoft Word. Now engineer will look at your complaint, and then if they see wrong, and they will improve it and then make a change on the future coming program of Office 26 or Office, Microsoft Office. If you go back to File, you will see here the last one is options. Now I'm not going to discuss about option now because I'm going to confuse you, but I will discuss about option. Once you would do all the programs, you understand the entire program, you can work, then I can discuss about option. Otherwise, I will confuse you because this is where you manipulate the entire program of your computer. So it's very confusing. You need to first understand what is this, what is this, what is this. I'm going to go back inside. Inside here, what do you view here? All as discussed in the beginning, these are called tabs. You got Home tab, Insert tab, Draw tab, Reference tab. Now, what a tab? A tab, it's a group of command. Now, these are the command. Each tab composed of command. If I go to Home tab, I have a command like for bolt. If I highlight here, I'll find the bolt under Home. I'll find the color under Home. I'll find the underline under Home. So this is the and I can align also the word to the left, to the right under Home tab. Now that is important for Home tab. And also like Insert tab. If you want to insert a picture, I will go to Insert tab and then go online or this PC and get a picture insert in my document. Now that's the purpose of tab. Now what you view here, it's a something like Sun Online. And then from here, you will see there's a symbol here. If I select here, the command is gone. I got no more command, but I still have a tab. But I still have a tab. So in order for me to view the tab, I need to select any command, and I'll view the tab, and then I apply like a table, like I said table, and then I'll choose here and I'll put a table. Now, because sometimes it's confusing, so I can come here, say no, I'll press this pin and it's not gonna go anymore. It's a reminder because anytime when I go to any tab, I can select and put anything I want to put, everything here. Now, if I go back to here on top here, you will see the symbol here, which is gonna hide everything now. Now, the combination of tab and command, all this, it's called a ribbon. Now, what is a ribbon? A ribbon, it's a group of tab and command inside. Now, you can add entire ribbon by coming here. If you select, you can say no, auto hidden ribbon. You will see the entire ribbon is gone. Now, you may get confused. You're working this normal ribbon because you need command for you to edit the document. So move your mouse on top here, and then come here. You will see the symbol here. Select it, and it says show the tabs. And the tab will appear, but with no command. If you come again here, you can say show tab and the command. It's not show tab and the command. If you come here, and you can hide everything. And then now you must come like this, and then set, and then depend on what you do. Now that's the benefit of that. So I'm gonna go back here and then show all my tab and ribbon. Now on the bottom here, you will see here it shows the navigate page. If I'm here, now shows me I'm page 1 of 2. So this again shows you where you're working, and this shows the maximum word that you have in your read tab. Mostly when they give assignment, they say they only need 400 words. So you can sometimes when tapping like here, if I'm tapping in a word here, you can double check it to see how many words you have so far. So if I tap here, the system will show me how many words I have. And then here you can see English, what English using version, which we will discuss much. You can change this on the last videos. So, and then you can check accessibility, which we did explain in the beginning under info. And from here, you can zoom your display, your document, your view. If I come here, I can zoom, hold this and drag up or down, or you can come by negative, go down, click, and then go to the positive, make big, and that's the. And you can also change your view from here. You can come here and then change to book view, or you can go back to print view because this is called a print view, or you can go to online view. This is online view. So you can change the view of a document. Mostly websites look like this, but mostly you will use what we call a print view. You will stand a print view, but you can have a look how, if you're designing a book in Microsoft Word, how the book will look when it finishes the book. Now this was everything. Now what you view here, it's called a scroll. You can scroll up to go more to more page. You can also tap here up and down or down here. And then what you view here, these are called rulers. Now if I go to view tab, I go to my rulers, I can remove my rulers, or I can show my ruler. I can also say grid a line, I can remove a grid line. I can pull a navigation, which is to navigate from page 1 to page 3, which we will discuss much on the coming videos. I have the first document here, which you already tap already. On the home tab, what I can do here, the first group here, it's called a clipboard, a font group of command, a paragraph, a style, and then editing, and then everything. So I will discuss about these 3, and then the next video, on the video 2, we will discuss about insert tools, and also this other remaining part of this one, just to make a video short now here. In order for you to do anything in Microsoft Word, you have what you call first a cursor. Click any place and then start tapping any word. Now, if you don't click any place, nothing will happen. If you want to move to the next line, press enter in your keyboard, or move your mouse and go click any place and then start tapping. Now that's what you do. Now once you set at the end and hold your mouse and drag, you will see this on the clipboard. It said I can cut this document and then go to the bottom here and then use this as a paste. Now you got different paste. You got the paste source as the way it come. You got as a format. You can change it to a new format, or you got you can change as a picture, or you can paste it as a text only. Now depend of what you're doing now here, you will choose different pasted. So mostly you will use as a source. If you want to use like this, you want to keep it like this. And then if you select again, you can copy, and then also go down here. I'll press enter. Then I'll paste it as a source. Now, the difference is that now, if you select anything, if you don't select anything, now copy and cut will remain like this. But if I select, you will see copy and cut change, because these two play the same rule, but the difference is that the copy is copy the same thing and you go paste it somewhere else, but the cut, it delete where it was. Like here, if I select this one here, I cut this here, you will see those two go. So I'll come down here and I'll press enter, and then I select enter and I paste it. Now that's the difference between cut and copy. But copy, if I come here, I highlight this and I copy this, I come here and then I paste both remain. Format paint, to understand format paint, what I'll do now, I can come here, I can say, I want to select this one here, I'll put it bold, select once, bold, and I want to select this word here, and I'll put it underline, and I want to select this word here, I'll put it italic. If you make a mistake, you can select this one and then remove, go back to the same option and remove italic. And I'll put italic. I want to select this thing here and then to make it a barrier. And then I want to highlight this word, and I'll change the color of those centers. I'll put this color. I can go to more color and choose color, say OK. And then I want to put highlight a back. I'll come here, choose a color here, and then I'll come here, select in here, and then put maybe another color underline. And then I want this thing to be like, say I want this thing to be capital letter. I'll select this one here, and I'll come here and choose a lowercase everything, and then I'll select this word here, and I'll come here and I say no, make it uppercase, and I will come here and I will say here and make this one here to case. Now this is what I did now here, and this is the purpose of this font. And this one here, if I highlight this one here, I can choose this, change this to different for mostly titles. I can choose any title here and put like this. And then follow up, I can say even this one word, I want them to be small. I can make it smaller. And this one, I can select this one here. I can say I want them to make bigger. And so you can change size from here by selecting, press this arrow and choose the size. And then you can also make it bigger from here or smaller from here or small from this side. You can change the font name. You can choose any type of font that you want to use on your Microsoft Word or on your document. I select this one here and I'll put it a specific size. I'll put it this size, this font, and then I'll put it a little bit big size. And then I want this size to repeat here. Instead of coming and repeating over, I can just do like this. I can highlight this and then go to Format Paint, and then I'll come here and apply this font on this word. And this is a benefit of formatting. You can apply the format to save your time. But these are just a subscript, so it's used to create a base. If I come here, I want something to be on the bottom. I will select subscript and I'll write loop combo. And I will say no, remove, go up, and I'll write loop combo again. And I will say no, go bottom. I put 2, and I'll say go up, and then so this you can put like B, and then I'll say base 2, and then I'll say no, remove up, and then I'll make a gap, put a plus, and I can say maybe C. Then I'll put a base, maybe 3. Now that's a benefit for that one. And this is a upper script. So we're using an upper script in the case like when you want to write a number. So mostly people write number by putting 0, but you can still use upper script for number and you put like this. But you can still do like this. I can still do like this, and then I put the O. I'll put this O and I'll choose this upper script top, and I'll put the underline. And then I'll come here. And then I'll say remove this, remove the underline, and then put the different for this one. To repeat over, so you select this, and then if I remove this, go down. If I select this, go up. To shorten the video, we stop this part here. The remaining part of Home tab will be covering on next video. Please don't forget to watch the next video, which will be a first project. We will discuss the first project. Half of the time we will be focused on discussing the other command, and then the remaining time of the video will be a first project of the video where you will understand the main purpose of Microsoft Word. And please don't forget to subscribe by our African Youth Invention YouTube, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all social media, or visit our website where you can search, you can Visit Youth Invention for our services and AYI.co.za for all other information like for training courses. Thanks so much.
The air. The pain I felt is paid for. All is said and done.